Hi everyone. Hi. Welcome in, welcome in. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. And I don't like this light. I am so sorry about this light. I'm on my enclosed porch. Just enjoying the breeze right now. It's nice in New York right now. So I have to take advantage. Supposed to be on here at 3. My toddler had woke up. I'm upstairs about to go get the monitor. She up. So yes. So hi mamas. If you've never seen me before, my name is Danielle, and I help 9 to 5 moms build with digital assets before they quit. Okay. Now, I titled this live, um, talking about I stopped showing up online. So I have to say, I stopped showing up online within my business, but I didn't give up. Um, and what that means is I had to step back and kind of just readjust, my position in my within my business. And sometimes you may have to do that, you know. So let me tell you a little bit about myself and how I started within digital marketing. About a year and a half ago, almost 2 years, I had a I had a I had a newborn. I had a baby, and then within that same year, I resigned from my job. Trying to start this light. I'm sorry. Um, and I resigned from my job. God led me to resign from my job, um, to start a business that He gifted me over 10 years ago. He basically said that it was time. It was time for me to stop being disobedient, because I'm gonna be honest. I know He wanted me to start this business um, a while ago, and I didn't, because of fear and bills. You know what I'm saying? Um, but me having faith in God never stopped me from anything else. So I'm just like, okay, let me get myself together and do what God is telling me to do. Okay. So I stepped out on faith. I resigned from my job. Um, and I had to continue to be obedient. I didn't start my business right away because, again, I had just had a baby. I just had a baby. So I was dealing with a lot. I was dealing with postpartum. I was dealing with just being a new stay at home mom because I've never not had a job. I've been working since I was 16 years old. I've never not had a job. So it was just a lot of adjustment, you know. And it took a while. I have to say it took a while because, you know, I've always, made my own money, was independent, always kept a good job, all of that. And it was some adjustment. It was some adjustment. It really was. Um, it's kind of I'm getting better now with the adjustment. I have to say. Sorry if it's shaking because I have my computer on my lap. But yeah, it was some adjustment that I had to get used to, and so yeah, I quit my 9 to 5, um, and I had to continue to be obedient. You know, basically God led me to quit my job, and I had to continue to be obedient for Him to show me, okay, what's next. You know, um, and I can say before I actually resigned from my job, it was with after I had my daughter. You know, I ran across, just people talking about digital marketing all the time. They making all this money from it. And I'm like, how they making all this money like that, you know? And um I was up one night, 1 o'clock in the morning, scrolling, how we all like we always do. Ran across this TikTok live about a digital marketing course. And it's supposed to teach you digital marketing and you can resell the course, stuff like that. So I bought it. Didn't really look into it like that right away. Later on I did. And it was a good program, but it didn't have what I was looking for at the time. So I put that on the back burner. It's still a good program or whatever. So later on down the line, I kept hearing about digital marketing, digital marketing. Okay, what is this? Okay. So months later, I get on YouTube and I run across a YouTuber, and she talks about this program that she invested in, which she fasted and prayed because she was asking God for, you know, a way to make money. You know what I'm saying? And basically, God led her to digital marketing. And I was just listening to her for months. And, I liked her approach. I liked her spirit. Hi, D. Thank you. Thank you, girl. It's good to hear from you. It's been a while. I know. What you laughing at over there? I'm Tyler over there. Um, yeah, so I came across a YouTuber and she was talking about this system that she invested in where she fasted and prayed. And it was a program that taught her everything there is to know about digital marketing along with other income streams and stuff like that. So she invested in it. She put her best foot forward and she made six figures off of it, you know? And she really resonated with me because for one, she was a mom and she just came across, just raw and honest, just telling her story, you know. So I already said in my mind, okay, I'm thinking about getting this program because I just like the way she presents it. And so it was one day when it went on sale. And I'm like, okay, let me get this because this don't go on sale all the time. So I got it. And the program was off the hook. Just everything you would need to really position yourself online. And from the skills that she learned from that particular program, she made her own program. And I had invested in that as well, along with the first program. And I have to say that this particular program, this system, I have to say, because it's a system, it's a licensed digital system that is like no other program that's out here. It really isn't. And I have to be honest, I didn't know, I didn't realize the jewel that I had within this system because I was just in a place where, like I said before, I was adjusting to being a stay at home mom, adjusting to having a newborn after all of these years because I have two daughters. My first daughter, she's 13, and now I have an almost 2 year old now. So it was a lot of adjusting. It was a lot of adjusting. And just trying to get my mind right, just trying to be in a place of, okay, I need to buckle down and I need to do what God called me to do. You know what I'm saying? On top of being a wife and a stay-at-home mom and a newborn mom, that's a lot. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, again, I was going through postpartum. I didn't even go through postpartum with my first child. So it was all brand new to me. You know what I'm saying? Like emotions, hormones is all over the place. Good God, that season in my life. Ooh, but I thank God I got through it. Amen. So, again, I didn't understand what I had in front of me. You know what I'm saying? Um, I basically had a system that taught me the skills on how to market, how to position myself, and how to bring and talk about my message. You know what I'm saying? And And like I said earlier, it's a licensed digital system, and it allows me to resell it from learning the skills within this course and using my everyday mom, chaotic, stressed, happy, all over the place life for content to promote. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, okay, this was right on time. This was right on time. This system, you know what I'm saying? And um, so I started my service business, the business that God gifted me. Um, and at the time, again, I didn't understand what I had in front of me, and I didn't understand why God kept putting it in my face. You know what I'm saying? So I know the missing piece of um, my service business was to learn how to promote it. You know, promotion is everything. It is everything. You can have the best product, and if nobody know about it, you know what I'm saying? What's the point? You know, so this system, it has taught me how to market, how to position myself, and how to bring my message across. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why I titled this live was, I stopped showing up within my business online, but I didn't give up. I stayed off the scene for, I could say, a few weeks, almost a month, because I wanted to come correct. You know what I'm saying? In the beginning, I was trying to figure out, okay, who am I talking to? Who's my audience? You know what I'm saying? Because of course it's a mom, because this system is catered towards moms. But I needed to be in a place to come across honest. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that I'm trying to lie or anything like that, but just coming from a place of, okay, this is who I want to help. You know what I'm saying? Because I can say, well, I can't say, I I was every mama that you could think of. You know what I'm saying? I was a single mom. Um, I was a working mom, a 9 to 5 mom. Um, I'm a married mom now. You know, so now I'm a stay at home mom. If I can say that. So I've been all the moms. So I'm like, okay, how can I help women that is really just, whatever place they are in life, where I can take from my life and help them, you know, because like I said, I've been all the moms, but it was like, okay. And I gotta say, my mentor, the one who created the course, which is her name is Sierra Jonay, she had to get me right too. You know what I'm saying? And then I really had to just sit and just be like, okay, I gotta stop trying to figure it out because it's right in front of my face. That overthinking that we always do. You know what I'm saying? But that's okay. Like I said, sometimes you have to step back and really just like get your life, get yourself together and come correct. So I'm like, okay, I was a 9 to 5 mom. I I, I want to help women. I want to help moms, you know, get out of just the rat race. You know what I'm saying? This 9 to 5 rat race. You know what I'm saying? Because we we all, I can say, we just have that worker mentality. A lot of women, a lot of people have that worker mentality. And we got to get out of that. You know what I'm saying? We got to get out of that, because God gave us all gifts. And the Bible says our gifts make room for us. So we all have gifts. And if we can understand how to um, market it and position ourselves with a strong message, you know what I'm saying? We won't ever be broke again in our lives. And I had to understand that. And this is why, like, ever since I was young, like, I never wanted to settle. Like I said, I've always been independent, having my own money, and I just never wanted to settle. You know what I'm saying? Like my mom, she was a hard worker, still is. My dad, he was a hard worker, rest his soul. Um, and I just had that there's something more out there mentality. I've always had that. You know what I'm saying? And I've always told myself and told God, like, I don't want to work for nobody the rest for somebody for the rest of my life. I don't want to be told what to do all, for the rest of my life. You know what I'm saying? Because I know what I have up here. I just need the blueprint on the resources on how, to basically monetize. You know what I'm saying? So got into this system, and the system is called the mompreneur method, right? The mompreneur method, and it is a licensed digital system that talks about digital marketing, that it positions you, it teaches you positioning, it teaches you I'm sorry, it teaches you positioning, it teaches you messaging, it teaches you just everything you need to be an owner of your own business. And this light is not good. Gosh, I'm so sorry. Um, it teaches you everything you need to know to for one, start a business, for two, to promote it, and it it also gives you the confidence to be able to, how can I put it, the confidence to be able to be a better version of yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because we all got that better version inside of us. It just needs to be activated, you know. And this is what I found in the mompreneur method, because I'm an introvert, and I can say I never thought that I would be able to be on live on YouTube, um, just talking, period, just talking, let alone talking about something that I believe in and I invested in and wanting to help other women. I never thought. And this is what this program has helped me. Um, it has helped me to be able to be more confident, um, and using my voice and not being afraid to do so. You know what I'm saying? It took some time. If you look back on some of my lives, they weren't the best, but that's okay because I had to start somewhere. You know what I'm saying? I had to start somewhere, and I thank God for that. Um, and growth is uncomfortable. It has to be uncomfortable in order for you to be better and to apply yourself and to invest in yourself, right? Um, Now I have to say this system is not going to teach you how to make money online. It's going to teach you about positioning, basically how to position yourself, like I said before, your true self, um, and how to put all you have into a message with structure. Um, and it helps to allow you to be clear on who you're talking to, what you're talking about, and just being your true self. You know what I'm saying? And in return, you're going to get that bag, but you have to apply yourself. You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling you, once you learn these types of skills, you will be able to sell anything, anything. I have used these same skills within the mompreneur method and applied it to my service business, and I've been making income. I've been getting clients. I've been making income. I made a Facebook page. I have an Instagram page, for my business, and this program has really, really, this system has really, really helped me. This system alone, alone, alone is worth about $3,000 alone. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, it's worth about $3,000. It's worth about $3,000, but it's only $397. That's it. $397 that you will be able to change your life with if you apply the skills. It's not no get rich quick scheme or anything like that. It's not no MLM marketing. Because I used to be in a business like that and I did not like it at all. You know, um, it's just it ain't no just. It is a licensed digital system that is going to teach you high income skills to be able to become a better version of yourself as a mom, as a friend, as a wife, as a whoever in your business. You know what I'm saying? Um, I'm just so glad that God led me to this system and to Sierra Jonay, because she has really poured she has really poured into me, and just activated some things that I didn't know that I had. You know what I'm saying? Like tonight, and also with this system, um we meet up twice. Well, not we used to meet up twice a week. Now we meet up once a week, and it's Q&A Wednesday. So it's Q&A Wednesdays tonight, and all of the mamas, we get on the call. Um, we're each other's biggest cheerleaders, and we talk about what's going on within each other's business. And Sierra helps us with our personal strategies, like a one-on-one personal strategy. Um, how she can help. Excuse me. We listen to other moms. Because they have their own strategies or whatever. We had a 30-day challenge not too long ago where we basically had to show up. It was like a 30-day challenge to get in our first sale, right? And there was criteria that we had to meet, like posting 3 times a day, posting in stories, had to pick one platform. And one of the moms, she was really consistent, and she got like a lot of leads on one of the platforms, which is Threads. And she's killing it right now. She's killing it right now. And yeah, we meet up on Wednesday. She helps us with our personal strategies, which is great. You know what I'm saying? Because I have other courses, and this system is not like these other systems, right? We, like I said, we get personalized strategy calls. Um, we can reach out to the mentor, like we have access to her. You know what I'm saying? These other courses, yeah, you have access to the creator, but not like this. Like Sierra really wants us to win. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna have a good time. You're gonna have a good time. And when you first start in digital marketing, or just a business, any business, you're gonna need a mentor, and you're gonna need somebody to cheer to pat you on the back and cheerlead you, and kick you in the butt if need be, verbally. You know what I'm saying? And that's what Sierra does, for us. Um, yes. You eating your chicken nuggets? You eat? Yes. So, hold on a second. So, mamas, my 9 to 5 moms, you may be tired. You may be tired of your boss. You may be tired of the people that's on your job. You just want to walk in and walk right back out. I've had days like that, many days. You know what I'm saying? Dragging, same day, same thing, in and out. Day in, day out. You know, the job barely paying the bills. You know, and you wish you had something that, like, you need something new. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe you have maybe you have some type of skill where you can do hair or do makeup, or um you know how to cook or whatever. You have some type of gift. Some type of gift. While I'm saying this, think about it. Think about what gift that God gave you. What is it, something that you just absolutely love doing without even thinking about it? Think about that right now. Now think about being able to monetize that by learning high income skills and allowing other people to know about whatever it is that you offer. It could be anything, any type of gift. You can use that same gift and make a tutorial about it, or make an e-guide about it, and it's digital, and you could make it in order for someone to download it. Boom, dude, there you go. You know what I'm saying? That's a digital product. And this system teaches you how to do that, and so much more. So much more. But if you're interested, I pinned a link in my chat, and it's a free resource. It's a free video guide that teaches you how to stop scrolling to being an owner. Okay. So again, this system that I invested in is called the mompreneur method. And you have your niche already. You know what I'm saying? You get in here and you learn the skills, you apply it, and you can resell this. You can resell this system for $397, or you could just take the skills within this system and make your own product. Simple as that. And you're going to have help along the way, so you won't fail. As long as you apply it, you will not fail. And the outcome will be, you don't have to worry about this. This will be another income stream for you. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to worry about um once you start making that bag, you don't have to worry. You can put your bills on autopilot if you want. You know what I'm saying? um Whatever it is you want to do, you know what I'm saying? Once you learn these skills, you're going to be good. You're going to be good, I promise you this. But you have to apply it. You have to apply yourself. You have to believe in yourself. You have to want it. You have to want it. You have to want it, period. Okay. So again, I put my free resource link in the chat, and it's a video. Just listen to it, even if you on the job. Maybe you can have like your little earbuds in and listen to it or whatever. Okay. And this system, the mompreneur method, the modules, they are podcast style. So you could be at your desk if you can listen to earpods on. I mean, I don't want to get you in trouble, but you can listen to this. You can listen to these modules, and they're bite size. The longest video um within these modules is like maybe like 13 minutes long or something like that. Some of them are like a minute long, some of them like 2 minutes long, because we moms, we got stuff to do. Okay. You can be listening to it while cooking. I gotta go and cook in a minute now for my husband get home. You can listen to it on the go in your car while you working out. You know what I'm saying? It's a good time over here. Okay. Sierra Jonay is a good time. She's a vibe. Okay. You're gonna laugh. You're gonna be like, yup, yup. You know what I'm saying? Um, all while learning this high income skill, and it's gonna change your life if you apply it. You have to apply it though. You know what I'm saying? You can't just invest in yourself and just let it go to waste. No, you got to take these skills, listen to it 50,000 times if you have to. You know what I'm saying? I did. I had to, you know, because like I said earlier, you know, I had to regroup. You know what I'm saying? I had to step back and regroup and be like, okay, something ain't clicking with me. You know what I'm saying? I got this great system, but something ain't clicking with me because I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. And now it's clicking. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's gonna be like that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody path is different. But as long as you do the work and you apply yourself, you're gonna be good. You're gonna be good. Once you get into this system, you can ask all kind of questions. Once you get into this system, you have me, you have the creator of the course, you have the moms within the course, and they're all supportive. I'm very supportive. Whatever you know what I'm saying. I don't gatekeep. Whatever question that you have, I'll answer. If I don't know it, I don't know it. I'll get the answer for you. Okay. Um. So just just stop sleeping on yourself, mom. You know what I'm saying? There's a better version inside of you waiting to bust. You know what I'm saying? We shouldn't be on these jobs making other people rich for real. Because the time is now. We only got one life. We only got one life. The time is now. You know what you waiting on? What you waiting on? Hmm? There's no excuse. There's no excuse. You can use you can use your life as content. Whatever you want to show. You don't have to show your kids if you don't want to. You know what I'm saying? Record yourself, just doing things around the house. Make a reel out of it, put a hook on it, put some trending music on it. You know what I'm saying? Speak to them pain points, whoever you're talking to, you know. So let me just say this. What's going to help you first in digital marketing is knowing who you want to talk to. Who do you want to talk to? And don't be vague about it. Get down to the nitty gritty. Don't just say, "Oh, I want to talk to moms." Okay, what kind of mom? There's all kind of moms out there. What kind of mom are you? You could be a grandmother. You can be you could be a godmother. That's still a mother. I'm a godmother. You offering advice, you buying stuff for them, you chastising them. You know what I'm saying? Um, just think about where you are in your life right now. You know what I'm saying? And talk to that same person because you're going to be coming from a real place. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to get on here, get in a, invest in a system and just sell it just to make money. No, this is a business and you got to treat it as such. You know what I'm saying? Because once that money start coming in, you're gonna have to start paying them taxes too. You know what I'm saying? So um, just think about who do you want to talk to mom wise. Or like I said, you don't even have to resell the system. You can make your own product. And this system also teaches you how to do that too. You can make your own product and talk to whoever you want to talk to. It could be men, you know, whoever you want to talk to, whoever you want to talk to. But just think about who do you want to talk to. That's going to be your main thing, your target audience, because everything else is going to be um, around that. Ray Ray, you okay? My child, she always getting this stuff. Okay, yes. So figure out who do you want to talk to. That's the main thing. I'm telling you, that's the main thing. Once you figure that out, you're gonna be good to go with everything else. But you gotta apply yourself and you gotta learn the skills too. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry if my computer's shaking. Um, yes. So again, I have a free resource in my chat. Um, check that out. If you have any questions, just reach out to me. I'm always here. Um, and yeah, I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. What else I'm on? TikTok. So if you want to shoot me a DM in my Instagram, I'm at divinely driven, DVINELY DRIVEN. You can shoot me a DM there if you don't want to comment or anything, and I'll get back to you. Any questions, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no pressure. I'm here. I'll be here. Um, and I'm gonna try to get on here. I'm gonna try to get on here tomorrow as well. So yes, mama, you need to stop scrolling so you can have ownership. You know what I'm saying? Because God gave us all gifts. Okay. You birthed the baby. Let's birth the business. Okay. Come on. Let's do it. You got this. And you're gonna have support. You know what I'm saying? That was the one thing that was missing for me. Like I said, I had invested in other courses, and you know, you could reach out to the creator, but sometimes you feel like I don't want to reach out to her or reach out to them because they probably busy, and you know what I'm saying, you just don't want to bother nobody. But this system, you're gonna have support. Period. Like I said, you're gonna have me. You're gonna have support from the creator, and we want you to win. You know what I'm saying? We all want to win. We all want to help each other. You know, um, especially moms. You know what I'm saying? Because we got enough on our plate. Okay, we got enough. Okay, for real. So, um, don't feel guilty about wanting something for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Build your own build your own legacy. You know what I'm saying, for yourself and for your kids. You know, I'm building this in real time. You know what I'm saying? My teenager, you know, she's looking at just everything that I'm doing. And she asks me questions, and and stuff like that. And I feel proud about it because she's seeing this in real time. So she ain't gonna have no excuse. You know what I'm saying? She told me the other day she wants to be a doctor. Either like a what did she say? Obstetrician or a surgeon. I'm like, okay, okay. And then I told her, I said, well, that's about 10 years, of college. But she's good with math and science and stuff like that. She's very analytical. So, you know, I could see her in that field, and I'm proud of her. She's always been like a very intelligent girl, very um all about her studies, and I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful for that. So, I'm just grateful that God has me in this season of my life. You know what I'm saying? Because I never would have thought I would be here. When I was on my job, I was just like, oh, I can't wait. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait to be able to be at home with my kids and, building this business, and now I'm here. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't easy at all. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't supposed to be easy. You know, um, you got to fight for it. You got to hustle for it. You know what I'm saying? Because that reward is at the end. But also, you have to be obedient. You know what I'm saying? You got to be obedient to what God called you to. You know what I'm saying? Because He sees the end. You know, the Bible says, I know the plans that I have for you. You know, so God is our creator. He made us. You know what I'm saying? He knew us before we were in our mother's womb. So He knows what He has for us, but we have to be in position to to accept it, to do what we have to do in order to get there. You know what I'm saying? Because God, He's not just going to put it in our laps. With some things, He may just, here you go. But for the things that He put us on this earth for, we have to be in position for it, and we have to be obedient, no matter what, you know. And whatever obstacles we go through, whatever um, things in life we go through, it's all part of the plan. It's all part of the plan. I don't care how ugly it is. I don't care where, okay, God told me this, but it don't look like that. He said His thoughts aren't our thoughts, His ways aren't our ways. He's our daddy. You know what I'm saying? Just like how we are a mom to our kids and we tell them not to do certain things because we see, you know what I'm saying, what will happen because we've been through it, and you just know. You know what I'm saying? God is the same way with us. Sometimes He got to snatch us up by the collar. He snatched me up a couple times. He snatched me up a couple times by the collar. Like one of those, if you don't get yeah, that's what I felt like one day. Because, Lord Jesus, I tell y'all, the testimonies I have of the things that I've been through in my life, and it was nobody but God that snatched me out and up. You know what I'm saying? That's why I give Him all the praise. I give Him all the glory. You know what I'm saying? And I also want to say too, if you just feeling stuck, if you feeling like, God, I don't know what my next move is, I'm on this job, I'm barely making it, you know, um, I'm only getting like 50 cent a raise each year, whatever the case may be, go to God, fast and pray and ask Him, okay, God, what is it? What is it that you want me to do? You know, He said He'll give us the desires of our heart. Just search your heart, search, and just, first see what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? As far as like your passion, what makes you happy? What makes you happy without making money? Because that's where your heart is going to be. You know what I'm saying? That's where you're going to be happy at. You know, um, and then just ask, like I said, pray, ask God fast, and see what He says. You know what I'm saying? Um, because God don't want us to be broke. He don't want us to be broke. You know, the Bible says that we should have 7 and even 8 in income streams. Because we don't know what's going to happen on the land. The way the world is going right now, I'm telling you right now, get yourself multiple income streams. I'm telling you this now. You know, if you're not tapped into the spirit, yeah, you see people saying this and saying that, but this world it's about to get crazy out here. It's already getting crazy, but it's about to get crazier. And if you don't have another stream of income, it's not going to be good. You know what I'm saying? Um, but having these high income skills is going to set you up. It's going to set you up to be able to not have to worry about making money again. You know what I'm saying? Because once you invest in some, like the mompreneur method, this system it's a stepping stone. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you can use the skills within it, or you can use the skills within it, have your own product, use the skills within it, resell this system, pocket $397 each time you sell it. Use that money for other income streams. Use that money to invest in real estate. Use that money to invest, in other businesses. You know what I'm saying? Just you just have to invest in yourself, period. Just have to invest in yourself, period. You know. Um, so like I said, I am here. If you have any questions, support, anything like that, I'm here. Um, and again, there's a link in my chat. Check that out. And, let me know what you think. And I'm going to try to be on here tomorrow. Or maybe tonight. I don't know, depending on how I feel. I gotta start dinner when my husband get here. But yeah. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for listening. Um, and just talk to God. Just talk to God and ask him, God, what I'm supposed to be doing now? Just talk to him. Just talk to him. He wants us to talk to him. He wants us to have dialogue. It's not just I'm talking to God and you just going about your day. No, he want to talk back to you too. Okay. But in the meantime, you know, read your word. You know what I'm saying? Um, don't don't focus on what other people say about what this says in the word and all of that. Read it for yourself. Read it for yourself because the Bible is the blueprint to everything in life. Everything you go through is in there. You know what I'm saying? The people that's in the word, you think people jacked up out here? The people in the word was jacked up. You know what I'm saying? And you can find yourself in there. One of them characters in there, or people, I ain't gonna say character, but one of those people that's in the Bible, you can find yourself in one of them. Trust me. You know. Um and sometimes I'll be laughing too when I read the word. I'll be like, Lord, you did that. Because God has a sense of humor too. You know what I'm saying? We made in the image of him. You know. But yeah, read your word. Read your word. Even if you can't understand King James Version, that's the version I always go to because my grandmother always went to that. You know, sometimes it's kind of hard to understand the words, but um, there's an app that I download on my phone that helps me out a lot. It's called the Blue Letter Bible app, and um, it's on Android or iPhone, and you can have different versions of the Bible in there. And also, if you tap on a scripture, it'll take you to the Strong Concordance, and you can see what certain words mean. Um, and what is it? The Old Testament was Hebrew, and then the New Testament was Greek, I believe. Hope I didn't flip that, but it the Strong Concordance shows you what that word means, and you'll be surprised what certain words mean that you never would have thought it meant. You know, and that gives you a deeper understanding of the word, and it just gives you a deeper understanding of the word. It really does, and it opens up your eyes to a lot of things. Okay, so Blue Letter Bible app, change your life. Okay, so I'm about to go and start dinner. Did you eat? You ate your food. Um, so yeah, I'll try to be on here tomorrow or tonight, depending on what's going on. But again, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for listening, and just think about what I said. Just think about what I said. And if you're watching the replay, um, if you haven't subscribed, subscribe. It's a good time over here. Okay. I try to give tips, digital marketing. I talk about Jesus over here. I just talk about whatever the spirit leads me to. That's why um, I named my digital business Divinely Driven, because this ain't me. You know what I'm saying? This is God helped me build this business. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just being obedient and doing what I was called to do. And if I help one mom in the process, I did what I'm supposed to do. Okay. So just have a wonderful day. God bless, and I will talk to you later.